Hey guys, Black Ninja 797 here, and today's video, this is going to be a message, really, more than a commentary. And in today's video, I basically want to make a message for if anybody that works at Treyarch, or anybody that knows somebody that works at Treyarch, or just anybody that can just spread the video around so that way this message can be just like spread to someone that works at Treyarch so that way someone can have something to be done about this, because for the longest time this has been a problem and it feels like it's not being addressed for the most part. But basically, what I'm going to be talking about is why the Brecci needs a nerf. I'm going to try to keep this as professional and as valid as possible, but I am also going to be honest at points. Because, number one, I want, like, the truth to be told. Second of all, I'm also not going to be going around saying, like, F you Treyarch, you suck, you need to nerf this thing, because that's obviously not going to get things done. But I will be honest, though, and not hold anything back, because, my god, the Brecci needs a nerf so badly. And I'm not talking about the jitter mod fix, because I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Thank you, Treyarch. I am glad that you fixed the jitter mod problem with the Brecci. But I would actually like to see a legit nerf to the Brecci, like something that would make it weaker statistically. Like, you know, I don't know, decreasing the damage so that way it's not a two-hit kill, or increasing the hip fire, crosshair so that way it's hard to hip fire. Like, cause look at that, like, that's just a prime example. That's just one of multiple occasions on how that's messed up. I even recorded that because it was so stupid. Like, I mean, Treyarch, the Brecci, it needs a nerf so badly. I don't know whether or not that you guys don't think it needs a nerf, or if you just don't know whether or not you have the time to nerf it and you just can't, or something like that. But please, any form or fashion of some type of nerf would be greatly appreciated, because the Brecci needs one badly. And specifically something with the hip firing, like, because the hip firing is what makes the gun OP. If people ran around aiming down sights and had to, like, take their hands off of the buttons to, like, have to actually risk their life to aim down sights, that would be different. But people just hit RT. Like, I literally have a Brecci class just to counter the other Breccis, just because there's nothing else besides a Brecci that counters a Brecci. I gotta fight fire with fire. Like, I have a Brecci class with gun-ho, blast suppressor, afterburner, and stuff like that, and fast mags and rapid fire, so I can shoot extremely quickly, I can reload on the go, I can shoot while hip firing, so I basically never have to stop, I can jump silently in the air, and I'm literally a god. I've dropped several kills with the Brecci, and it's unfair, really. And the Brecci needs a nerf so badly. So, I'm going to give you guys some solutions for what you could do to nerf the Brecci, and I'm also going to ask if you guys are watching this at Treyarch, or if anybody that knows anybody at Treyarch, to please spread this message along, because the Brecci needs a nerf so badly. But anyways, so these are the suggestions that I have for how you can nerf the Brecci. Number one is that simply make the damage lower. It's a two-shot kill, so since everyone just puts rapid fire and shoots it really quickly, you don't really have to aim, people can automatically get two-hit kills pretty easily. It's just literally, like, impossible for you to fail with a Brecci. It's that easy. So, like, make it like a 3-hit kill or a 4-hit kill, please, or something like that, because the 2-hit kill makes it really strong. The only thing that's preventing it from being literally the God gun is making a 1-hit kill, but thank God that's not a thing. Another thing is, make it so that way the hip fire reticle is large, like really, really large. Like, if you hip fire, you're basically going to miss every shot. Like, think about like a DSR or a ballista no-scoping type of shot. Like, that's how bad it should be, is like trying to no-scope with snipers. I understand that a shotgun's going to have an easier time hip firing than a sniper, but its damage to hip fire ratio is way too strong. And it needs to have either the damage taken, like, down a notch, or it needs to be able to, like, not even hip fire at all. One more thing is that also you could just reduce the magazine size. Like, make it so that way, like, extended mags and fast mags, you know, aren't as effective on it. So, like, for example, like, the default clip size, I believe, is, like, 12. So, like, make, like, the default clip size, like, 8 or something. You know, kind of like the S12, I think, was like that in Black Ops 2. And that would make it a lot better. So, like, either ammo capacity, damage, or hip fire. Like, one of those would be a great nerf. In fact, all the above. I mean, just make the gun, like, not necessarily, like, useless, but for the most part, make it not the go-to gun that everyone abuses. Because, like, if you look at the statistics, I'm pretty sure that everyone's using a Brecci right now in this, you know, time. Especially during this total win contract. Like, everyone's especially using this. And it's not just on Chaos Mosh Pit either. So, please nerf the Brecci in some form or fashion like that. Another thing is that the Brecci is just getting so abused right now that one thing I would love for YouTubers to do is that, and this is something that I've already seen a couple people do, such as like Merc Music, and also, for example, like Ali A to a certain extent, like some of the bigger YouTubers, like, please just spread down the message even more like, but politely, obviously, so Treyarch will do it. Just say that Brecci needs a nerf. Like, let's get a hashtag going, because we got a buff the Weevil, trend going. Let's get a Nerf the Brecci trend going, please. Like, let that be a thing so it actually will happen. Last thing is that the Brecci, one thing I just didn't like about the Brecci at the beginning is that the fact that before it was even buffed, because the main problem is that it's a 2-hit now. Before, people just hip-fired it before anyways, before the 2-hit, kill buff. One thing that's annoying about the Brecci is that, like, you can literally go around with mobility no problem. This could be a potential nerf that you could do, but I don't see this necessarily being the best thing because it's a shotgun. But a mobility nerf would be great because people just jump and hip fire. You literally have to hit just A and then also just right trigger, like, unless you have a scuff controller, and then you can do it pretty much all at once. So that would be one thing that I would love to happen for the sake of just getting the Brecci to be more fixed. Like, make it kind of like the Call of Duty Online shotgun that Merc was talking about. Where it's like the one shotgun that's like a nerfed version of the Brecci. I can't remember its name right now because I don't play Call of Duty Online, but I would love it if you guys could make the shotgun pretty much just like that. If I can figure out the name, I'll put it down in the description. But this is just basically like it's just kind of like a message or a request for Treyarch, everybody. I know that nobody works at Treyarch on my subscriber base, so like you guys can't necessarily just go up to Treyarch and ask. If you could just share this with your favorite YouTubers and stuff, that'd be great. Because for the longest time, I was preaching about the Brecci getting a nerf. I hated the Brecci to begin with. Like, I mean, I know that it's just a trend now, and I know that the ball's starting to get rolling finally for the Brecci to get a nerf. But I was talking about before everyone started complaining about, before the big YouTubers started, like, getting, like, a whole bunch of requests for this thing to get nerfed. I was preaching about it, like, months and months ago. I preached about this back in, like, 2016 when it first started. Like, January 2016. I had Jake end up getting a Twitter post going, basically asking Treyarch, David Vonderhaar, everyone that worked at, like, inside the game, Activision, everything, to tweet out a Nerf the Brecci tweet for me, because when we were in a lobby together, I was busy, and plus also I wanted him just to be able to help me out other than just me, because one request at the time wasn't going to be much. So, I mean, you can believe me on that or not, but trust me, it was a long time ago that I really despised the Brecci. But anyways, guys, this is today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you do agree with me on this note and you think the Brecci needs a nerf, please drop a thumbs up on the video, because if you do have your Twitter linked to your YouTube, the video will be tweeted straight onto your account, and then you'll be able to spread the video on and make sure that the message gets across. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked today's video, I would really appreciate if you could drop a thumbs up on the video, and I'll subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later. Peace out.